Welcome back. Today we're discussing Alzheimer's with community leaders working to fight the disease. We're joined by Dawn Cocker, a leading area fundraiser and the captain of RivALZ Blondes versus Brunettes Raleigh, a group that utilizes flag football to raise awareness for the fight against Alzheimer's. And Dawn, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're the star quarterback and everything. I understand this is big stuff.
Yeah, I hope you're not busy on June 13th because we'd like to see you at the game.
I'm definitely going to check this. I'll get into that, but I noticed on your arm you have a name. What is that?
Yep, so all of our shirts last year have Gary on their sleeve. Gary was my dad who passed away from Alzheimer's in 2018, so they dedicated the 2019 season in his memory.
Is that why you got involved?
I actually got involved in RivALZ in 2013 when he was perfectly healthy and living on his own. And through my involvement with the Alzheimer's Association through RivALZ Raleigh, I picked up on some early warning signs that were more than just old age. And he was diagnosed with a cognitive impairment in 2015 and then progressed through the disease pretty rapidly and passed away in the summer of 2018.
I'm so sorry. Talk about the game. I know what a transition, right? But you play how many games a year?
One game a year.
Just one game a year?
The Super Bowl of the summer.
So you practice?
We do. We practice starting in March, and we practice on Tuesday evenings leading up until game day on June 13th.
So June 13th, it's a big deal. I mean, it's a big athletic deal for you and the Brunettes, and I understand the Blondes are kicking butt. Is that true?
We've gotten lucky the last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's very nice of you to say, but you dominate is what I understand. But this game, which is fun to watch, you get a lot of people out there. It's more than just a football game. Why do you do it?
So it's much more than a football game to me, my personal relationship with Alzheimer's, but also just being able to be a participant in a sport. As Jen talked about earlier, staying active and staying healthy is very important to staving off Alzheimer's. And for me, I grew up playing sports and jumped at the opportunity to play in an all-women's athletic event, which I hadn't done since high school. And so our spectators are also ravenous fans. They come back year after year, and there's nothing better on game day than presenting that big check to the Alzheimer's Association with all those zeros behind it.
And that's really what this is all about, isn't it? And where does this money go?
So all of the money that's raised through RivALZ, Blondes vs. Brunettes Raleigh, sticks right here at our local Alzheimer's Association. So it all goes to the Alzheimer's Association of Eastern North Carolina and fits into their pie chart. So some of it goes to raising awareness, some of it goes to caregiver support, some of it goes to research. And our goal this year is $183,000.
That's a lot of money. It really is. But in addition to the money, it's also raising awareness in the community. True?
True. Yep. So our goal is to get young professionals involved. I know we've talked about it being a disease that really doesn't just impact the person who has it, but their family. And so getting people of all ages to recognize warning signs, understand what their resources are, what they can do to impact their community, so that by the time we get to the age where it's impacting us, we have more solutions.
All right, so let's get back to football. What is game day like?
Game day is awesome. We have it at NC State's Method Road Field, where we have for the last several years. They go out and line the fields for us the night before. We've got bleachers, VIP tents. It starts around 10 a.m. and finishes typically around 12:30. It's the culmination of months of practice. We've got a lot of really intense players out there who not only want to win the fundraising challenge, but also lift the trophy at the end of the year.
And the fans, you get a pretty good crowd out there.
Yep, we've had over 500 spectators the last couple of years,
terrific.
and once you come once, you're really intrigued by the whole thing and the athletic prowess of some of these previous college athletes, and they come back year after year.
See, what I'm getting is from this is something from a sporting event. It's pretty serious stuff. You practice. How many times do you practice for one game?
Anywhere from 12 to 14 official practices, and then once we get going, we definitely like to see each other more than once a week. So we have unofficial throw-arounds and get-togethers. You really form a good bond with your teammates. It's like nothing I've done as an adult.
So it's a sporting event that you take very seriously, and of course the cause. It's more than just a charity event.
Very much so. It's a charity event with a lot of personal ties for a lot of people.
Oh, that's awesome. What are some of the other things that are going on that folks who are watching today, if they can't get to the game, that maybe there's another event that's happening out there that they can support?
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't just practice in the preseason. We have a lot of fundraising events to help us hit our goal of $183,000. So we have an upcoming 80s Sunday Fun Day at Boxcar. We've got a Ballin' for All's kickball tournament, which is coming up in May. And then our other flagship event is our annual cocktail party. We're having that on March 28th at Marbles Kids Museum. We've got a band, Major Vice is going to play this year. We've got a photo booth from Mr. Good booth. We've got a ton of great silent auction items. open bar, heavy hors d'oeuvres. So it is a nice time for us to, lay the cleats to the side, put on some nice outfits, and really have a really great night for a good time. And all money raised there goes to individual players' fundraising goals and our ultimate goal.
What would you say to the folks who are watching today then? Get off the couch. Come on, join us.
I would say there's many, many ways to get involved. Usually when I tell someone that I play charity women's flag football, they're either all in or they're all out. They have no interest of getting on the field. So we don't just have players, we have coaches that help draw up all of our plays and help teach these skills to people who may have never played a sport before. If you've never played football, we will teach you, but if you have no interest, we have a super fan option where you can help fundraise, host all these events that we have, the ones I mentioned and many, many more that pop up throughout the season and the year. We need a lot of volunteers on game day to actually make that happen for our 500 spectators. And there's also sponsorship opportunities. So if your company wants to get involved, if you have a group of friends, there's lots of different levels of that. My company, Trial Card, has been a sponsor for the last several years. And they not only write a check to be an official sponsor, but they do fundraising at our company throughout the year. So there's a lot of ways to get involved as an individual. If you want to just come to the game, a $25 donation is your ticket.
I like the whole concept. Forget this season stuff. Super Bowl right off the top.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just when you're ready for football again, here we are.
Dawn, thank you so much for what you're doing. And go Blondes.
Thanks so much for having me.
And Jenn, go Brunettes. Just equal time, equal time. Thank you for watching. And we hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions or would like to know more, visit our website at RaleighCW.com and myrdctv.com. I'm Bill LeMay, and thank you for watching Community Matters. See you next time.